We're recording on Ustream.
Should we do this?
We can certainly do this.
Are we recording on P-Stream?
Wow, that's not funny.
That was sad.
You
ready?
So you guys, is a little surprise. Ben hasn't told you yet, but we're going to review every make model that's coming out in 2011 in the next 15 minutes.
Go! All right, shall we?
Yep.
You guys are ready?
Yep.
Everyone's ready? All right.
Yep. All right. Quiet all.
Coming up on Roundabout, a Nissan Leaf gets charged up, but it's not exactly green. We look into the vehicles of Steve Jobs' past, but it's not what you'd expect. And we talk about a truck driver that blew up, literally. All of this and more only on Roundabout. Roundabout is sponsored by Advance Auto Parts. Visit our website, roundaboutshow.com, to get up to $30 off your next purchase. And by Tire Rack. Follow the link on our website to save up to $80.
From Long Beach, California, I'm Michelle Naranjo.
Do that again because there was a truck driving by.
And you got to say auto by tail.
And
I know.
I thought you were going to be in Irvine. I'm going to change it.
It's the from that gets me.
So say in Long Beach from auto by tail.
Coming
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Someone
Okay.
needs to close their
Rolling
window.
at you. Yo.
With
You know, it's probably my door. Hang on.
you. I'm going to change all the froms then.
H.
Okay. There was no ice cream truck, so I wasn't like paying attention. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, I'm ready. Ready,
Okay.
Ben?
Yep.
Coming at you from Long Beach, California, I'm Michelle Naranjo from Auto by Tel.
Here in stormy Jacksonville, Florida, where hopefully I'll keep my power throughout the show, I'm Jeffrey Ross from Autotropolis.com.
in the Roundabout Multiplex in Livonia, Michigan, I'm Eric Tritko from RumbleStrip.net.
Filling in for Craig Cole, I'm your host, Stephen J. Ewing from Autoblog.com.
And I, as always, am producer Ben Sanders.
Is Roundabout.
How about you unmute yourself first?
Fierce.
Oh, I muted.
Fierce.
I muted for just a second just because there was a siren. Okay.
Oh, another fun one to edit. All right.
This is Roundabout. You
Sorry.
talked.
I know I was talking over you.
Okay. Quiet on the set.
This is Roundabout.
Hello and welcome to Roundabout, episode number 84, our weekly chat covering car culture, vehicle reviews, and some of the auto news you may have missed.
Well, howdy, y'all. That's right.
You're not Craig.
I'm not Craig. Craig, our dear leader, is out at the Indy 500 this week, so we're just gonna be kicking it old school, just the five of us.
Just the five of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the five of us.
Yeah, it's like old
You
times,
and I
friends.
and I and I.
So
Aye, that's a lot of eyes.
Hi.
Smith.
So that's right. We've got the regular cast of characters: the lovely Ben Sanders, Eric Tritko, Michelle Naranjo, and Jefferson Ross, and of course me, Mr. Not Craig. And our theme this week is keep on truckin', or as I like to say, mother truckers. We're gonna all of our stories and things are gonna involve those dear sweet workaholic pickup trucks, the things we take for granted. So, Eric, you've got our first story today about a food truck?
A food truck, yes. And an unusual food truck at that. So, if you are in the Los Angeles area, in New York City, Manhattan, and in Austin, Texas, food trucks are sort of like have become central to life and finding good food.
Taco trucks.
Everything trucks, really. In LA, they've got a food truck for everything.
Mm-hmm.
They've even got
It's a fad.
there's one called the Lardon truck, which does everything like bacon.
Oh.
Bacon stuff. There's even I just got friended on Twitter by someone called the Greek truck, and it's
Oh, it's like a Euro truck?
like a Euro truck.
Oh, I want a
Yes.
Euro
That'd be
truck.
good.
So,
It's just a fad, Jeff.
If I could just get a truck
It's
to bring
bad.
me hummus all the time, I'd be in heaven.
I love
Oh.
food. I'm so hungry right now too.
Food.
What are we getting for dinner, guys?
Hey,
So, anyways, in speaking of Austin, Texas, this is Marble Falls, which isn't horribly far outside of Austin, Texas. Someone has a 1974 Citroen, HY or high
I think that's Citroen.
Citroen,
absolute citron.
yes,
Absolute Citroen.
food truck, and it's really cool because it looks like it's made out of corrugated steel. It's like like those 1930s Ford triplanes that they look like they were made out of
right.
corrugated metal, and this one's painted red, and it's all set up ready to go as a food truck. So, and you can buy this for under $20,000. And where did the actual
Ooh.
food price go?
That's a bargain.
For the price of a new Mazda 3.
You guys, I know someone with a food truck here, and he doesn't have a gourmet food truck or anything. He has a regular old roach coach in the old school kind of way.
Those are the best.
Oh, yeah. And they buy all their food at Costco, mind you. His wife sort of dresses up the pre-bought burritos a little bit, but they pay a driver and a cook in the truck. And they net after all of their overhead a month for gas and their 2 employees. They make $15,000 a month.
Holy son of a!
That's
That's good cash for even for LA.
And this is in Orange County. I mean, he literally just goes around to
Literally?
literally
literally.
goes around to,
Figuratively.
So it's only had 2 owners. It's only on its second owner. I'm sorry. It has 4 under the counter fridges, a Frigidaire display case, interior lights and receptacles. It runs on 220 and has propane. What was the other thing? It has electrical hookups, and there was
I
one
want
other
an
thing.
electrical hookup.
For what?
You just want the hookup.
Oh.
I was opening you up for a
Michelle,
joke.
you can find that hookup on cougarlife.com. I want to date a cougar.
So originally we found this on Bring a Trailer, but it was for sale on eBay. It did not meet its reserve at $18,700, so I'm guessing it's probably somewhere closer to $20,000.
Bring a Trailer is one of those sites that it's like Craigslist in the fact that it's just an awesome time suck during the day.
Oh, yeah.
You could just spend all day looking through Bring a Trailer. It's if you've never been there, you should absolutely go visit that site.
Yeah, that's a must look at 2 or 3 times a day
Yeah,
site. So.
definitely. That's excellent stuff. So moving right along with our truck theme, I've got a story here about the Nissan Leaf, which isn't.
But that's not a truck.
That's not a truck. You're right. But what's interesting is a couple of quirky Dutch folk found a way to charge the battery in the Leaf using a pickup truck, a Toyota Tundra in particular. And what they did was they used the Leaf's regenerative braking, and they towed it behind a Tundra with the brakes slightly pushed in, and they ended up, over the course of a 10-minute drive, being able to recharge about 1/3 of the Leaf's battery capacity.
That's
just
more
from
quickly than a plug.
That is more quickly than a plug, just by using the regenerative braking, which is kind of ridiculous. But it's also sort of funny that something so uneco-friendly as a Tundra was actually
But
used to charge a
the
Leaf.
brake pads end up costing more.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but does the Leaf even have real brake pads, or is it strictly regen?
Well,
No,
They
it's-
said it does. They said you have
Yeah.
to carefully push it in so that the real brake pads
Yeah,
don't
you
engage.
push it in
correct?
just enough so that the brake pads don't actually engage on the Leaf, right?
But why do you have to do anything? I mean, in coasting, most cars regenerate
Yeah.
electricity.
mhm.
I think this way it's doing it in 2 ways. Not only are you getting it off the coast, but you're also getting because you're using the brakes, you're getting that energy from the brakes as well.
The Leaf has just become a range extended EV, just like the Volt.
That is one huge volt.
Yeah, that's what they.
But it does have more
that-
storage space.
It does
That
have a bit
extended
more storage
range
space.
electric engine really adds to the price, considering the Tundra.
Yeah, exactly. So this range extended Leaf will only cost you about what, $60,000, something like that.
But you get $7,500 back.
Mm-hmm. And you get 1 billion miles per gallon.
But wait, what is to stop somebody from starting a dyno that's maybe wind powered or something that is or solar, creating a dyno where people could just pull in and you just sit on the dyno and recharge your car in 30 minutes?
Well, in theory, don't those 480 chargers do a full recharge in 30 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can only do that once a day.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I don't know. There's got to be a lot of bad repercussions for this that I'm sure most Leaf owners don't really want to find out about.
I'm surprised Nissan hasn't come back really fast to say something about this being dangerous for the car. I mean, as fast as Chevy came out when that Volt and other electric car caught on fire.
Oh yeah.
I was expecting Nissan to come out immediately and say, "Don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
You'll explode."
Now the question is if you see people with RVs and they always have these tow behind cars,
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't the Leaf be perfect if you could just put it in a charge mode or something behind an RV?
Just have someone sit in it with their foot on the brake the whole time.
But it should
Just
be
pay it.
they
say
should
it'd be
able
like
to
an
have a
official
setting.
mode, right?
Yeah, yeah, just like a recharge.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, if
It's not, and it would actually equal out their carbon footprint for those dang motorhomes.
Exactly.
This motorhome.
that's right, Miss Motorhome.
But did you ever notice they always tow Saturns most of the time?
Saturns and
Jeep Wranglers.
yeah.
It's because you can.
Yeah.
There's something about there's certain cars that can flat tow like that, and others that have issues. And the reason you see those is because they're the preferred flat towing vehicles.
So that's it, motorhome enthusiasts. If you want a reliable car to take
But
on your holiday,
but something like a Jeep, you can put the transfer case in neutral, so there's no drag at all on any of the
right?
wheels. So that's part of the reason why
Yeah.
you see a lot of those.
Interesting. Well, this story
Not
came
really,
at us from the Jalopnik people. That's really interesting, Eric.
Even though it's
Moving
not.
on.
What's next? I believe next, Michelle. This has got to be the one of the best stories I've read in a long time. I can't stop laughing whenever I think about it.
It pains me to even tell this story, actually, but there was a truck driver in New Zealand that was working on his truck, and he fell onto the compressed air tube for the brakes. Right? It's the brake thing, right? Whatever that. I don't understand how those brakes work.
Air
anyway,
brakes.
yeah, air brakes. I just know they work on air. So. So he fell onto the compressed air tube and it punctured his buttock, not his bottom hole, as one would suspect, but it actually pierced his skin. And it forced compressed air into his body at a rate of 100 pounds per square inch, to the point where his body filled up with air almost to the point where his body burst. Like he literally turned into like the Michelin Man.
Or the Blueberry Girl from Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka.
Exactly. And it's horrible to laugh, but the guy survived it.
Yeah, that's frankly that's amazing.
And does anyone else notice the guy looks like a fat Val Kilmer?
That's who he looks like. I was trying to figure out who. Wait, you're saying? Well, have you seen Val Kilmer lately? I was like, I kept thinking this guy looks familiar, and I couldn't place it. But yeah,
He does
you're
look
exactly
like a
right.
fat Val Kilmer. That's fantastic. I just
He actually weighs 140 pounds. They're still leaking him out there.
my God,
Does he when he walk around? Does he have inappropriate gas sounds coming out?
Oh, excuse me. I'm just
Off-gassing.
releasing some air.
yeah.
I'm just deflating slightly.
Well, apparently the people that were first on the scene when they heard him screaming saved his life because they put him on his side because his lungs were getting compressed to the point that he was, couldn't breathe.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's an incredible freak story. So
Yeah, I mean,
truck
who knew
drivers-
anything like this could actually even happen?
Right. Can you imagine that this would be like the worst way to die ever? Being blown up.
Can you say Guantanamo?
So even
Yeah, but
his
this is a
head and
different
neck
sort
were
of
filling up with
blowout.
air.
Well, yeah, your body is a big open cavity with stuff in it.
I always thought your body was a wonderland. Personally.
Oh.
Only Michelle's.
Wow.
I'd love to hear what Travis Sanders has to say about this.
So
I don't think I want to go there.
Why does this picture of oops shit, sorry. Why does this picture of Val Kilmer all of a sudden look like Ben Sanders?
I don't know.
What are you saying about Ben
Yeah,
Sanders?
what are you trying to say about Ben Sanders?
That he looks
there?
like Val
Show us
Kilmer.
all. Share with the class.
Yeah, I want to see.
Thank you, Eric.
It's on
for that.
filmdrunk.com, so just
We have a chat room, you know.
Yeah, post
Yeah.
it.
That's what it's for.
yeah, well, except that I'm not signed in over there, so
Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
because Eric is shopping for his new car during the show.
Basically. So
What a Ranger XLT.
okay, Val Kilmer got fat, fine. We all tend to put on some pounds
I
in our
don't need
older
to
age.
see it.
Anyway, let's just ditch the Val Kilmer fest over here. And we'll move right along. Jeff, Mr. Ross, Steve Jobs and a pickup truck. What's this about?
Yeah, back in the day, before Steve Jobs was a quadrillionaire, he himself owned. Now the story is weird. It says a Falcon truck, but later it says a Ranchero.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, both seem about appropriate for what I'd expect of Steve Jobs back in the late '70s and early '80s. I always pictured him like kind of a hippie type deal, but
Oh, totally.
just long hair. Hey man, I'm dropping out to build a computer for the future, man.
Dude, I've got this awesome idea. Check it out. It's going to be totally
No,
futuristic.
No, serious, man. It's called an apple. You can smoke one, and you can type on one, man.
No, man, it's going to be like this little thing, and it's going to have all the music in the whole world on it. It's going to be awesome.
it'll be magical.
It will be magical. Oh,
But yeah,
so Steve Jobs owned a truck, kind of.
yeah. I kind of wonder what he's driving
Kinda.
now.
Shouldn't Ray Ward have written
Doesn't
this story?
yeah,
he
didn't he
drive?
have like an SL 55 AMG Mercedes,
Mm-hmm.
something like that?
Probably got a G6 airplane, not the Pontiac.
Well, he does have a G5. Yes, he does.
I hope he drives his G6 to the G5.
Or a G5 to the G5.
Oh, the G5
Or
was
how about a G3?
the wave to our
best
Canadian
car.
friends,
The best car of 2009.
hands down.
Well, he did own a BMW too,
I've got to imagine that
motorcycle.
he's probably he drives anything he wants to drive.
Yeah.
Frankly, I wonder if he has an Equus because it's got his iPad inside.
Ooh, good idea.
Maybe, probably not.
But the Ranchero, I think, is one of the coolest pseudo trucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good. That whole El Camino type thing going on.
Well, the early ones too, where they looked less like pickup trucks and more of like something that someone welded together.
Mhm.
My neighbor across the street has a 64.5, the Falcon one,
Mhm.
and it's got about a 3.5 foot bed on it. But hey,
Those are awesome.
they were cool.
So our next story, Michelle,
What?
a different kind of truck. Not so much a pickup truck, but a delivery truck. What's going on with UPS?
Well, UPS, has been sort of renowned for its gas-saving technologies, and sometimes it's even just as simple as tips. Like, for example, UPS drivers are instructed to only, or as much as possible, only take left turns because they actually save like billions of gallons of gas every year by taking left turns all the time.
You mean not take left turns?
You mean I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Is it not taking left turns?
Yeah.
Okay. What? I don't know. I don't drive a UPS.
Because you would
truck.
wait
They actually
longer,
have,
right?
They have navigation systems that route them around left turns because you're just sitting there idling, waiting for
Right.
traffic.
What is it?
That's what-
3 rights make a left. Something like that.
And 2 rights make a wrong.
Well, they have come out with their own version of the Tonka truck. It is the modern Tonka truck, right? It's all plastic. UPS is introducing it's just a big piece of plastic truck.
Is it made out of
It's
recycled
ABS.
pop bottles?
It's probably it's 1,000 pounds lighter, so it's more fuel efficient. They say it's up to 40% more fuel efficient.
Mm-hmm.
and they're diesels.
Ooh. So it's a diesel plastic UPS truck.
Yeah, and it looks just like a normal one, they say. But you've got to think that.
I don't know. It looks a little more like modern-y.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah,
the future of UPS. At least it's still brown.
It's very late 90s GM with all that gray plastic cladding on it.
Right, it looks like a GMC camper van.
It kind of does.
Oh, that was plastic too.
No, it's kind of interesting. What do you think that the chances of this sort of thing making it to mass production are?
If it's successful, I would think that it would make sense. I mean, they're estimating 84 million gallons of fuel to be saved. That's a lot of.
Yeah,
that's a lot of fuel.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Sad.
But their trucks are already custom jobs. It's not like you see those in other places. So.
True.
Yeah, I could see them just going to this as their fleet starts to break down.
Who's manufacturing them for these? Isuzu? Do we know?
I'm not sure who's making the UPS.
The whole body or just the?
End, like the drivetrain, the body,
the underneaths.
I think their current ones have Cummins.
Let's see. Blog UPS.
It's the people that make clamshell packaging.
Isuzu.
Okay, but still, 1,000 pounds. That's
a lot.
Yeah, that's a big weight savings. I mean, if you think about, these are not lightweight vehicles to begin with, but.
So shouldn't this really be a Saturn since it's just all out of plastic?
Oh yeah, are they gonna do the ads where it's gonna have like shopping carts running into the side of it? And look, ma, no dents. When you buy a new UPS truck, is everyone in the dealership gonna applaud like they used to with Saturn?
I hope so.
I hope so too. I want an applause.
I want their shorts.
You would look so good in those. So, anyway, on to something a little more not so friendly.
Suggestive?
Not Jeff in shorts.
Not Jeff in shorts.
Short brown shorts.
Our friends at
Short
Autoholics,
shorts?
powered by Car Domain.
I've heard.
You've heard. Bring us this video of this. I don't know. The best way I can say this is this stupid moron who is
that
having
redundant?
a stupid moron. Yeah, kind of.
That would be the person who wasn't even qualified to get on the short bus.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. After what this guy has done to him in this video, I don't know if he'll ever be able to walk again. But he's having one of these giant 6-wheel trucks run him over while he's laying on the ground.
Ugh.
Which is, I mean, you've got to imagine, and it's not like a 6-wheeled Ranger or something like that. It's like a huge dump truck sort of thing. In fact, one of the people in the comments on this site say that it's a Russian vehicle with super low inflation tires that are meant to just get over everything in sight. And that
I think I would rather fall on an air brake.
Yeah, let's go around here. Which would you rather? Would you rather be run over by a big Russian 6-wheeler or have an compressed air forced into your butt to the point where you explode? How would you rather die, Ben?
I don't know. This looks better to me.
What about you, Eric? How would you rather die? Seeing as how the rapture didn't happen, we should probably start talking about
I
this.
thought that meant I was immortal.
We're all. I don't think we're immortal.
I don't know. Both seem painful. I'm not. 6 one, half a dozen the other.
Right. What I want to know though is, sorry, but why would you subject yourself to something like this? I mean, this is
3 bottles of vodka, Stephen.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it is a Russian.
Also known as breakfast in Russia.
I don't understand who would ever have the brain capacity to say, or the lack of brain capacity to say, I'm going to lay on the ground and I'm going to
3 bottles of vodka for breakfast for 20 years.
All right, well, I guess we'll leave it at that. I mean, there's no word about, what happened to this guy. I would only assume he broke every bone in his body.
I like everyone's comments. Dead. Yep, dead.
Definitely dead. It has to be dead. So we'll just
Dead hookers.
Yeah. Thanks, Steve.
But at least we all know that Ben would rather be thrown under the bus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's I'm just used to it. That's the thing.
So now that
Poor
we've
Ben.
now that we've decided that this man has definitely died.
Wish I were dead.
Yeah, me too. Um, something a little different. Eric, something that's more lively than death.
Well, this will probably help you avoid a death.
Yeah, I would say so.
This almost looks like something. It almost looks like either something out of Mad Max or something out of the Storm Chasers.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, a 2011 Super Duty Ford pickup truck that's been up armored. Yeah, up armored.
Yeah.
They call it the narco tank. It was a drug lord's, so that when he was being hunted, he could go places without being killed
Ever.
Yeah. This is the thing you need an RPG to. I don't know if an RPG would even take it out. It's got so much metal and armor and stuff on it. It's even got like a turret, and I don't know what that is on top there, like a crane or something.
This is what I want sitting in my driveway when the apocalypse happens. So I can just drive out.
Get it ready for October.
All right. Yep. Start prepping it. I'll have
When I was in the desert that time doing that training for the Gazelles thing, and I talked to those border guards, they were talking about these big trucks they had big catapults on top of them, and they would literally like launch stuff over, like launch drugs over the fence.
Jesus. I don't know. It's pretty intense, but I mean,
even got a battering ram built onto the front of it.
This definitely looks like something that should have been on the A-Team now.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I recognize it from.
I kind of it sort of gives new meaning to the phrase "built Ford tough."
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha! I made a Craig joke. Did you like that? Thank
Who's
you,
Craig?
Ben. I don't know.
Oh.
I miss Craigie.
You don't miss Craigie.
Okay.
I don't know. This thing is awesome. I kind of want to just, like I said, drive it through the apocalypse, drive it across the country, drive it through everything because it looks absolutely indestructible, though I have a feeling that all of the parts on it will inevitably just shake
Fall
themselves off.
Oh my god. Okay, so I want Ben as Val Kilmer and Steven as Mel Gibson on this truck.
We found our artwork.
Yep. Okay. Don't set the bar too high.
Oh dear.
No, you didn't have anything to do this weekend. It's only
No.
this weekend anyway,
It's the
Ben.
holiday week. I didn't have any plans.
You're not going anywhere. Oh man. But in something a little more kind and helpful.
Rainbows and ponies.
Rainbows and ponies. Recently, our friends in the southern United States have been subjected to a whole slew of just absolutely terrible weather. There have been some ridiculous storms that have gone through, wiped out, I mean, in some cases, entire towns. And the people at pickuptrucks.com are kind of highlighting the good work that trucks are doing in all this.
Aren't they, Jeff?
Yeah, I was waiting for
guys-
Steven to stop talking.
Sue
I
is going to be so
stopped talking.
excited that we're highlighting this. She is so proud of
Oh,
this.
Yeah, I talked to her, and it made me. I thought of this story because Sue was also telling me that after Hurricane Katrina, they went to Louisiana and the affected areas with Hummers, like Hummer
Yeah,
owners.
with Hope. And she's actually headed to Joplin, Missouri at the end of this week with Hope again.
Mommy loves
just-
Hummers.
Mommy does love Hummers.
That's one of
Yeah,
my
but,
favorite sound bites.
I mean, pickup trucks are what you want to have when you're, cleaning up disasters like this. And GM donated some trucks, and I mean, the story was pretty much highlighting how the pickup truck revolves around like recovery and cleanup and stuff like that. And she was on the ground. I forget what she said, but she was on the ground soon after the tornado touched down in Tuscaloosa at the beginning of the month. And just the stories and the pictures she has on here are just incredibly amazing.
Mhm. It's just ridiculous if you look over some of the damage from all these tornadoes and things that have come through. It's just unbelievable. But no, I mean, whenever I think of like disaster relief and stuff like that, you always see the image of the pickup truck full of food and blankets and such driving into the town to brighten everyone's day.
You don't see a bunch of Nissan Leafs rolling in full of
No, you
supplies.
don't see Leaf. Well, you don't see him.
The
And you
lead
definitely
rolling,
don't hear him.
Does anyone have an outlet I could plug into?
Excuse me, where's your Starbucks? Oh. Yikes.
Is that portable generator running on wind power?
I'm sorry, can I have non-fat milk?
No, soy.
Oh, right,
Soy.
soy. I'm not a hippie. I wouldn't understand. So, I don't know. Hopefully
That's
these...
good. It's a good story.
I've heard that there are some more storms heading towards the south. And Jeff, you're in kind of a bad way right now where...
Yeah, we're getting hit by the bottom end of the storm that just hit Joplin.
Ugh.
But we're not supposed to get anything like what they're getting. But
Do you have a truck?
nope.
Are you
Oh.
anywhere near a trailer park?
No.
Then you're safe.
Oh,
Are we going to
goodness.
talk about Twister again this week?
Oh, the J10
We'll
pickup truck.
we'll stop long before Twister even comes into
But
this.
this story on pickup trucks by Sue Mead is an awesome read. She talks about the good side, the sad side. I mean,
Mhm.
it's an excellent story.
Yeah, and the story is great. The photography, it's just once you see this stuff for yourself, it's just really kind of you just sit there in awe for a few minutes.
If there's the one picture, it's with an American flag and what looks like used to be a GMC Sierra. And I mean, there's like a couple trees that are left standing with no branches, and just the truck is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
It really shows how bad the storm was.
Yeah, it just nasty stuff all around. So hopefully everything gets better for our friends in the bottom half of the country and
In the middle.
the middle. I say bottom half because I'm way up in the top,
I don't know.
kind of. So I don't know. It's all.
I think
circled.
it's the lower 2/3 that get affected.
That sounds about right. Well, anyway, with that, that will end our news portion of the show. And coming up after the break, we are going to define the word swumble. We're going to chastise the idiots who think that ghostwriting is still a good idea, and we'll test our Craigslist skills with The Price is Correct, one of our favorite games. So all that and more in just a few, so sit tight, folks. But right now we have to take a minute to talk about our friends at Advance Auto Parts. And if you visit our website, roundaboutshow.com, and if you click on the Advance Auto Parts link on the right-hand side of the page, you can save a whole bunch of money on a whole bunch of different products from Advance Auto Parts. Everything from floor mats to filters to, bulbs.
Recharge,
sorts of stuff.
recharge that air conditioning system for the coming summer.
Yeah, literally everything.
Yeah.
Literally.
Accessories you need. I mean, it doesn't even have to be technical stuff. If you don't
Mhm.
work on your own car,
Mhm.
I'm lots of cool little gadgets. And,
Yeah, but they've
and
got
whatever.
they've got a whole slew of awesome products, and if you go to our page roundaboutshow.com and click on the link, you can save $10 off of a $30 purchase. You can save $20 off of a $50 purchase, or if you spend $100, you can save $30 off. But in order to get the deal, you have to go through the link on our website. Once again, roundaboutshow.com. It's on the right side of the site. You can't miss it. Click through there to get these great deals. And even if you're not looking for something right now, go to our website anyway and click on the Advanced Auto Parts link just to show them you care.
It's just the right thing to do, really.
It's just the right thing to do, darn it.
Show them some love.
Show them some love. And, well, with that, Ben.
I think it's time for the blind spot story of the week.
When news topics go unnoticed, are underreported, or otherwise fall off of the radar, they land in our blind spot. And this week we've got a little something about the swumble?
Sure.
That swumble. It's
Hey,
apparently a word.
and it's seen on TV, too.
And it's seen on TV and endorsed by
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Sort of.
So, the question is, what is the swumble anyway? Like,
Well, it's
what
actually
is
not called the
this sort of thing?
swumble. The swumble is a technique, Stephen.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, wow.
It's the Liberator Fuel Saver.
Oh gosh. So what?
Wait, the Nuva ring, it sounds like a pregnancy prevention device. It does.
I do like that. Jalopnik refers to this as the automotive Nuva ring. Because it apparently keeps fuel out of your engine, and it's endorsed by NASCAR. So, but
I took the restrictor plate out.
but the Liberator fuel saver, it says that it fits into a vehicle intake manifold, and it controls. I'm sorry, inducing controlled turbulence into the intake air through a unique combination of tumbling and swirl, a process called
Swumble.
So it is sort of like the femdon.
Yeah, basically. It's an anti-pregnancy for your car. keeping the fuel out, the little fuel seeds.
And Kenny Wallace endorses it. You gotta get this. I may burn a lot of fuel on the track, but I like to save fuel off the track. That's why I'm proud to endorse the Liberator Fuel Saver. It increases fuel mileage and reduces emissions. Hey, everybody wants to save money and the environment. The Liberator Fuel Saver is a revolutionary product that will help you do both.
And it's only $39.95. Order now.
It was
See,
seen on CNN. They'll put anything on CNN.
You can find them on Facebook and Twitter, and it's a little. I like that it's gold. That's my favorite part about the whole thing. It's a touch of class.
we spared no expense.
It's I don't know.
Heck
40
almighty.
Matches my tooth.
It's $40, y'all.
You suppose Kenny Wallace gets $5 for every one they sell?
I don't know.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Why would you put your name? I love the picture of him in the ad though. He's just sort of like
This!
smile,
He's
stone
pointing.
face.
I can't believe I needed the money so badly I had to endorse this.
Dude, you don't realize, like, those guys will put their names on anything.
I know, but it's sad because as far as I remember, NASCAR drivers make a ton of money
If you are,
They spend it on all those wives and children.
and beer.
if you, I 2 or 3 years ago, I did the math on this because I was curious. If you qualify, if you're a driver and you take the typical 40% purse split with the owner, which is pretty standard in the industry, and you just qualified for the field and finished 43rd, you would make $1.2 million a year.
I can turn left and go fast.
It's never enough.
That's what we're doing. We're gonna get Roundabout sponsored NASCARs.
We've actually had a guy tell us he'll do a Roundabout race car.
So do we get $1 million out of it?
No, not at
Oh.
You're
all.
supposed to pay them.
Well, I've got a couple bucks in my pocket I could throw in, I guess. What a purse. But
Like even immigration. The Department of Immigration has a car.
Oh, does it?
that's who I want to drive for.
Yeah,
Keeping them foreigners
I was
out.
at Kentucky one time, and I was looking at them pushing out the car for the race, and there was this Mexican guy pushing
Would've
the
been-
INS.
I said it would have been funny as if they would have had someone like Juan Pablo Montoya driving it, right?
Oh God.
He's here on a permit.
Well, all this talk about NASCAR has certainly lowered my
Getting
IQ.
hungry.
Getting me hungry, but
You some chicken fried steak.
chicken fried steak with
Chicken
some
and-
gravy.
Need to go to the
and-
Waffle House for some
Oh,
waffles and chicken.
I love the Waffle House. Don't you
Waffles
think-
and chicken are damn good.
Yeah, that.
Oh my God, who was it the other day on Facebook? One of the car guys posted a picture here in LA. I think it was Chris Wardlaw. And he put a picture up that was pancakes. No, it was pancakes stuffed with chicken with gravy on top and syrup.
That sounds delicious. Kind of.
Not sure about
Is that low carb? I'm not sure.
I think I'd rather have mole chicken with an egg on top. Thank you.
Oh my God, no more food. We'll eat later. I promise. Daddy brought enough for everybody.
Okay.
So, all right. Well, I feel dumber now. So, appropriately, it's time for our stupid car trick.
Thank you, Paula Dane.
What happened there?
Go get it. Come on now.
Wait for it.
And appropriately, that's about what happens in here.
Yeah. So, Eric, tell us, remind us again, as if we didn't know why ghostwriting is just stupid.
I was like, why is it popular? I'm like,
For anyone who doesn't know, explain what ghost riding the whip is.
ghost riding means
The whip.
The whip, yeah. You either just riding in the passenger seat or not riding in the car at all and just let it drive itself.
Oh god.
Because you know that's always going to end well.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be planking.
Yeah, please, let's hope that that's a 3-week fad and goes away.
Planking. Oh my gosh. So what happens? What happens this time around?
So I think these
Jeff
are.
is playing Angry Birds.
No, I'm not.
Jeff is not playing Angry
I
Birds.
think yeah, these are either like Russia or Albania or some former communist country because a bunch of beat up old cars in here. But some old E-Class Mercedes. Guy's driving it, jumps out the window, mugs for the camera, jumps off, falls into the road, almost goes into the back of some looks like Nissan minivan.
No, it's a Mitsubishi Expo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, those were awesome.
I'll take your word for that.
Wasn't that also a Dodge Colt?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the only thing that would have been better is if this clown would have been like run over.
By a car behind him. Or,
Yep. And then he tries to run to catch up with his car.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just. He did bang his head on the bumper, so I guess that's
He
some
hit it
consolation.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
I have to know what possesses people to do this stuff.
Well, I mean, this is like extreme ghost riding because usually you're doing like 2 miles an hour.
Right.
Yeah,
You're just
they're going
walking
like
next to the car.
he's
Right.
going like 10 or 15 at least.
Yeah, I mean and it's on a public road with other people too. Like that's
They must have huffed too much paint or something.
probably.
That's what those Europeans do.
I guess. I don't know. I think the best part about the video is like the old Mercedes and the Mitsubishi. To be honest with you, but why are people still doing this? I just don't get it. Impress your friends or something, I suppose.
It
Population
gets all
control.
the chicks.
Something like that. God, well, I mean, as long as people are still going to do this, at least they'll continue to post their stupid videos on the internet for all of us to laugh at. All of us, all of us smart folk and all. So
Always wear your seatbelt, kids.
always wear your seatbelt. But speaking of smart, I think it's time to get a little bit smarter with our psychology.
Well,
I think the 22-inch wheels shows that you have a lack of self-confidence. Why don't you pull into my garage and tell me how that makes you feel?
Psychology is all about the psychology of cars, and it's led by our own little Miss Brainiac, Michelle. So, Michelle, what's this latest study?
Well, the latest study is brought to us by our ex-own Zach Bowman at Autoblog. I know.
scandalous.
Oh,
Who
dear.
reports that a study in the UK has found that 66% of those questioned say they've lied about why they're late for work or social events, and they blame it on traffic. Now, I will tell you, as a chronically late person, I'm pretty much chronically honest, and I always say, well, I left when I was supposed to be here.
This is like I don't understand why there needed to be a study about this.
Exactly. I think most people will say, that there was traffic and that, there was a downed power line or
There was a train.
right.
There was a huge accident.
But it's a good excuse because who can, verify that, right?
Mhm. But I think it's interesting though is in this study it says that you said 45% of the people polled blame traffic, but a full 42% blame their car itself for oh, my car broke down or I got a flat tire or something like that.
Whose car
Which-
breaks down anymore?
And whose dog eats their homework?
Right, exactly. It's like if you're blaming your car for why you're late, it's you can't get away with that if you show up 10 minutes late to something because no car issue that just takes 10 minutes to fix. If it involves your car breaking down the side of the road anyway.
That'd be a fast tire change.
That would be that's like a
NASCAR
NASCAR style.
When I was in high school, I lived in Ferndale, and there's a train that runs through the east side of the city. And if I was ever late to school, I would tell the teachers that I was just caught by the train. And one time he asked me what street I lived on. And I had no clue what streets were on the east side because I was just lying, of course. And he busted me in front of the class. So I am probably part of the 66%.
See, what's funny is along those same lines, when I was in high school, my senior year, I actually lived in about an hour away from my high school, and I had to take I-94 and I-275 through Metro Detroit to get there. So I would get to school late sometimes, and I would tell my first period teacher that I was late because of traffic because I was being honest. And she didn't believe me because none of them believed the fact that I lived so far away from the school. They're like, oh, that's not possible. You don't live that far.
The liars ruined it for all of us.
Exactly. So the times when I was honestly late because there was a car accident and the highway shut down or something, they didn't believe me.
Did you pull out your
So,
driver's
Jeff, it's
license
people
and
like
it
you
showed
that are
your
endemic to the problem.
address?
It did,
I'm gonna
but they
punch
were
you. I'm
they
gonna
just said,
punch
oh,
you,
well, that's
Michelle.
where your parents live. They didn't get it.
Because you're in high school and living on your own?
Well, it was this whole thing with our school that, you only went there if you lived within that district because we had 3 high schools in the city and blah, 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 blah. And they didn't get it, but whatever. So yeah, it's people like this, the liars, that are ruining for people that are
Jeff.
actually late sometimes. Yeah, Jeff, thanks.
Oh,
You're
I'm
th-
sorry, Steven.
You're the reason why I got a detention in high school.
Hey.
It's Jeff's fault.
Yeah.
It is Jeff's fault.
It is.
It's
Let's play
always
Jeff.
Jeff's fault.
It's always Jeff's fault. But you can make up for it, Jeff, with another awesome edition of The Price is Correct.
Go, Jeff.
Here it comes!
Internet's
Most exciting
podcast game.
of fantastic prizes. The fabulous
10-minute-ish.
prize is
Correct. Insert contestant name here.
come on down!
All right. I love
Well,
this game.
time around, I'm doing a truck-based.
Ooh, how
Price is
appropriate.
Correct. Yes, I like to do themes. It makes me feel more useful around here.
Centered. It's a
It
Zen
gives-
thing.
It gives me a purpose.
So what do we got first?
All right, so I
Jeff's
came up
personal
with-
truck.
Yes. Hold on a second.
Do we need to fire up the Mr. Peabody machine for this one?
Oh, no.
That's called Meet Your Roadmate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Get
having a
your
hard time
segment
opening up the
straight, Eric.
links.
Confusing our games now, Eric. And a little
Hold on
bit
one
of
sec.
little
Sorry,
bit of
guys.
technical difficulties down in the Floridas. It's the weather.
The interwebs are broken.
Well,
he
I
was
had
stuck.
everything-
He was stuck in traffic. There was a train.
Internet superhighway jam.
Yeah, there was an accident on the internet superhighway.
I had them all open earlier, and then my power went out. So,
Oh. All
or
right.
is that just a lie?
Do, do, do.
All right, one more I have to open because I can't see.
We'll cut this out. Don't hurry. We're way ahead of schedule. I don't know how we did this.
Craigie's not here.
Because Steven's
I knew you're
on
gonna blame it
time.
on Craig.
I don't
Cracking
know.
the whip. Thinks he's at work and just
Oh,
cracking the whip
God.
on everybody.
Kind
Craig's
of.
hungry when or not Craig. Whoa, I called you Craig.
Don't call me Craig.
Don't you dare call me Craig.
Don't you
son
ever
of a
call me.
bitch.
You shut your dirty mouth. Don't you say that to me. I could totally fit in if I lived in Alabama.
What's wrong with Alabama?
Nothing's wrong with Alabama.
It's a sweet home.
It's just
He's
that I.
saying he could fit in.
It's just that I prefer foreign cars. Is all.
Okay, I think I'm ready
Yay!
for the best show on Roundabout.
Woo.
Okay. All right. So, of the 4 trucks today, the first one is a 1992 Jeep Comanche with very little information on it. It's a 6-cylinder, 5-speed, but it looks sharp. And may I remind you, this was, like Eric said, one of my favorite vehicles, and 92 was the last year. So, a little bit of
It-
collector item-ish in there, maybe.
Looks pretty clean.
Unusual for a Jeep Cherokee.
Do
or
you
Comanche.
get the bed cover with it too?
Yes, it's a matching shell.
Oh,
Is it a snug top?
No, doesn't look like it.
I don't know. What do you think, Eric? What?
And it's in the Modesto area, if that helps.
I'm going to guess $49.95.
Michelle?
Michelle?
Oh, see. Okay, what year is it?
92, the last year.
I'm seeing more and more of these pop up. I'm gonna undercut. I'm gonna say $399.99.
I'm gonna undercut that even by a little bit, and I'm just gonna say $3,000 even.
Well, Steven, you're the closest because they're asking $29.95 for this Jeep Comanche.
Ben doesn't get to play.
No,
I
he
don't
usually
ever
doesn't.
play.
Ben doesn't play.
Ben's busy. I've got important things to do.
Ben's watching.
I'm working on some Autoline right now.
Ben's
I'm
wa-
editing
Ben's
the next
watching-
episode.
Ben's watching cat
But if I
videos.
lived closer to Modesto, I would consider buying
That's
this.
actually a pretty good price for that truck.
Yeah, $3,000.
I mean,
That's.
it's a short wheelbase, got bucket seats.
Mhm. I love cars that have bucket seats listed as a feature.
Well, no, if you knew the Comanche, bucket seats are actually very rare. Mine had bucket seats, and everyone I've seen since has a bench seat. And who wants to sit bitch in a pickup truck?
I don't know. It's kind of fun.
No,
Not really.
I know, right? There's more room to sprawl out.
Not with a manual transmission either, let me tell you.
Ooh.
Yeah, trust me, the Ranger's a bench seat and a manual transmission. You don't.
Yeah, you don't want to.
So if I buy a Mini with a bench seat, is that bad?
No, because it's a bench rear seat.
Ooh.
You can fold it down and make it
Say,
flat.
bench rear. Okay, up next is a cool little truck. It's a 1973 Toyota Hilux Dually.
Ooh.
Oh.
So it's a little 1-ton compact truck.
Yeah, this thing was a 1-ton.
That's what they always sold them as when they were U-Hauls. Or was that Nissan? No, it was Toyota.
It was Toyota.
The thing it has on the back of it looks like the dumpsters at the mall.
That's what they stole it and then welded it onto the back.
It's like a perfect cube on the back.
I thought there were chickens in there or something, but I guess there needs to be holes for that.
But I mean, this little thing with dual rear wheels has a 4-cylinder engine.
So it's the world's slowest truck, is what you're saying.
And I'm assuming that's not a diesel 4-cylinder either. Which, how cool would that be?
It is kind of cool.
But the guy says it's very rare. He lives in San Francisco, and
Oh, God, this is like the worst thing to drive in San Francisco.
Ugh.
Can you imagine? No.
No, I can't. No, I'm thinking. No, I
No.
couldn't.
Can you imagine trying to get up the hills?
well, this doesn't look that hilly in this picture. Maybe there's
Outside San
like
Francisco.
a parking lot somewhere that's not hilly.
It's got to have about 7 horsepower.
Is it, I was trying to
that
think of it.
box?
But I could put my horse in the back and I'd have one more.
My father's second wife. Her father had a little RV, and it was like a '78 Toyota with the it had the thing that went over the top and everything like that. And that thing it might have had a top speed of 65 miles an hour. So
Huh.
Yeah, I'm sure this thing doesn't go fast. Just judging by the cube on the back alone.
Yeah. What year did you say this was again?
This is 1973.
$1,500. Just throwing that out. That's
Michelle?
my guess.
I'm gonna go with $1,750.
Eric.
$5,000. Whoa.
Well, you were the closest, Eric, because he was asking $6,000.
Wait.
Holy.
I figured. There were a couple things going for it. Number one, it's an old Toyota pickup truck, and those are like people like those things.
Yeah, but $6,000?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me. Jesus.
But if you dump the box off the back and just put a regular bed on it,
Yeah, but
Well, that's how much more is that going to cost to do that?
Exactly.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
It's a fixer upper if you put another $3,000 into it, and then you can sell it for $5,000.
Oh my God.
Someone's a dreamer.
You know what you can get for $6,000 these days? Back in my day.
Like 2 MacBook 17 inches. I'd do.
You can't drive those.
Oh.
Maybe you can.
They've got hard drives, circular.
We'll put some wheels on them.
Oh, Ben.
I can't believe that.
All right, well,
$6,000.
up next,
on the opposite end of the spectrum,
on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, there's a 2004 Dodge Ram SRT10.
This could make it up hills.
Ooh.
This could make it up anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad looking.
These trucks
got
were
50
so cool.
They did not sell. It was so sad.
I don't understand what was, unappealing about a Viper engined Ram.
$50,000 price tag.
Viper engined Ram, Eric.
But that's the thing. Like, they had such a high price tag, but most of them were selling for half price because they came out right as the economy was tanking.
Yeah.
And fuel prices were going up, so no one bought them.
My only issue is that I can't. The standard cabs. Having lived with one and having had an extended cab.
I'd like to remind you that it's Viper engined, Eric. This is a 10-cylinder pickup truck that isn't like a work truck.
Right, you put Lola in the back of that thing, and Lola'd be back like behind you.
She would fly out.
She'd fly out.
Even
That's
Lola.
that's what the spoiler's for, though. You just attach the collar. The dog will completely fly out of the
Oh
bed.
god, the spoilers are my favorite part. What are they called? Like the Texas tails? Or something on trucks? The truck spoilers? I might just made that up.
I think you did.
Damn it. Anyway, Michelle, how much?
Oh God, I'm gonna have to say this has got to be. I mean, I know that they've got to hold some value because they sold so few, right? Because they made so few. So I'm gonna say 30,000.
Eric?
35,000.
I'm gonna say 25.
Well, again, Steven, you're closest because it was $20,000.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
a bargain.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually a hell of a bargain for that truck.
Let's get two of them.
Yeah, let's get to it. It's got a Viper engine.
And this one looks like it's lowered too.
Ones.
How cool would it be if you like,
Michelle.
took the bed off and then put like a utility box on there or something?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be the world's fastest Comcast truck.
It would be the world. You could think of the record time you could charge your Nissan Leaf with it. I like that.
All right, and then we got one last pickup truck for today.
The greatest pickup truck ever
These
made.
are so cool.
The bestest in the world in 1991 GMC Cyclone.
Oh my god, I love these.
19,000 miles, and
Oh
the
my
pictures make it look like it's straight out of a catalog.
Was
but these
this
look
like the GM Heritage Collection Cyclone or?
That's what I don't know.
Oh
I mean,
man,
zero like that low miles,
yeah.
and there's also some memorabilia included.
Like what?
It doesn't say.
Oh.
Owner's manual.
Original key.
Look how cute those little cloth seats look.
Oh my goodness, this truck.
And they're not even recycled fabric.
Back in the day, this truck could beat a Corvette, I believe.
Yeah, this one, I think some magazine ran one of these versus like the ZR1 Corvette, which was the Lotus design V8 one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these were so cool. Oh man, this thing is worth some money. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Question is how much?
I'm going to say $22,500.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna say 17 grand.
Michelle?
Ooh. See, I was going to say, like, I mean, that's such low mileage. I would say 25.
Is that your final answer?
That's my 20. That's my 25.
Well, they're actually asking $20,000 for it.
I'd buy it. Okay, so then here's the question: which would you rather have, this
That was gonna be
Cyclone?
my question.
I'm asking you, Jeff.
He's
Oh.
the host, Jeff.
Between this and the Ram, I
Yeah.
would go with this. Just, I've always wanted this. This was my Lamborghini Countach as a kid, I think.
Really?
Yeah,
You had the big posters of it up on your wall and
I did.
all that.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Me?
Yes.
I'd probably
It's
go
not.
with-
It's not powered by a V10 Viper engine.
Yeah, but
This is
Yeah, exactly.
this is a Grand National pickup truck, though.
I know this
Yeah.
thing is totally cooler than the Ram.
It's the Darth Vader of trucks.
I love it.
it was.
It
Ow.
looks like it'd be fun.
I want one.
I had an S10
This
of
thing
this
only
vintage,
had
and
this thing only had one downfall.
Van Hush, you're not a car guy.
Sorry,
Or actually,
sorry.
well, one and two downfalls. One, you couldn't carry more than 500 pounds in it, and two, you couldn't tow more than 2,000 pounds with it.
So you can't tow a Leaf.
No.
Oh. Well, then I'll take the Ram. I don't know.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, that's a great find, Jeff. That's a really good.
That's
Where
a
is
good
this
find.
located?
Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I think we should take a road trip.
It's only about 6.5 hours from here.
And we could put, if Ben buys it for us, we'll put Roundabout stickers all over it.
Yeah, and we'll only
Okay, deal.
we'll only wear Roundabout hoodies while we're driving it,
With Stephen Ewan's face on it.
and we'll only drink beer out of the Roundabout beer steins while we're driving it.
As long as I pay for all that stuff, of course.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
We need sponsors, man.
I mean, obviously.
Well, you're our executive producer.
Right.
I mean, we aren't paying for it, so you know,
Why would we pay for it?
no. So, all right, good
hustle.
Good
Good
hustle.
volley.
Good round
Good
of
one, Jeff.
good round of trucking. I'm gonna be thinking about that Cyclone now. It's good stuff. But
Don't think about it too much. It might be abnormal.
This is Jeffrey Ross reminding you to control the skank population. Remember to have your cougars spayed or neutered. Good night.
We didn't get to have the showcase showdown?
Sorry, didn't play the little minor game or whatever, the
Or we
mountain
spin,
climber.
spin the wheel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I loved it when the old ladies wouldn't spin it hard enough and it wouldn't go around all the way.
Try it again, Mabel.
Sorry, honey, you're going to have to do it again. So, but wow, talk about lightning round. That's our show.
Wow.
Ew.
Wowza.
So that's it for this week, guys. Thank you all again
Already?
for always being already.
I mean, we can't.
Yes.
This show isn't going to be able to drive us. We can't listen to this all the way from Detroit all the way to the UP.
No,
Not this time.
not this time. You're gonna have to either
Listen
drive,
to 2 episodes.
or drive really fast.
How are we always more efficient without Craig?
You're noticing
I
a trend
didn't
here.
say it. I didn't say it.
Noticing a trend here.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for helping me along on this this lovely battle. Eric Trickco, rumblestrip.net.
Yes.
What you doing these days?
I am working on getting the backlog of reviews cleared up.
Yeah.
Since I'm going to have a crap ton more reviews to be doing over the next 6 or 8 weeks. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Right.
I did repost, and I'm also in the process of reposting some of the reviews that I did for Weebrides that never got posted on
The
RumbleStrip.
Weebrides.
So I reposted the Ford Raptor review this week, and it got a bleep ton of hits this week, which was kind of cool.
Good.
It also helped that the Ford Trucks account on Twitter retweeted it. So
It's a good
and
truck.
and Mike Levine. So thank you to both of those people.
Mike Levine. He's been here.
I've heard of him.
He's
So-
done this. Yeah.
So the next thing's up. Hopefully next week I will have the Volkswagen Jetta and the Kia Optima reviews up.
Cool. Good stuff. Well, we look forward to those as always. Jeff Ross,
Hi.
you have power still.
Yep.
You made it.
Yeah.
It was scaring me a couple times.
It's
I don't know
gonna
if you
cut
can hear
out
the lightning,
right
but
now.
You're really scared?
Hey, yeah, it was really good. I made it click.
Yeah, I made it all the way to the. Oh.
No, when the screen starts flashing, that's when I get scared. But no power outage. Things going good at Autotropolis.
How is the Autotropolis?
Good. I just posted the Saab 94X review.
Good.
For all the people that won't be able to buy it when it goes out of business next week.
They got solid funding now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, from China.
Pengda.
It's about as nothing solid in China. Anywho,
For now, they're okay
and
this
then-
week.
next week I'll be driving the new Passat and the new Prius V,
Ooh.
small case V.
V for van.
Yes, but
Not
it's
V
a
for
van.
no, I thought it was V for vanity.
Actually, they told us during the press conference that it was like V for versatility.
Yeah, I remember that.
I just
Vigor,
vigor.
Do you get to?
veracity.
What,
Viagra.
is it? Are you going to the Passat launch? Will they have multiple versions, or are you just getting one to drive?
No, I'm going to the launch in Chattanooga.
I hear the TDI is fantastic.
That's what I hear.
I only want to drive the TDI.
Our
You true auto journalist then.
our dear Zach Bowman, who you may have heard of, he really
Zach
enjoyed
Bowman?
the TDI. I don't know. He's some guy. You might know him. I don't know.
I'll have to look him up. Is he on MySpace?
I think you can find him on Friendster or Friendaroo. So cool. Well, I guess I hear good things about the Passat. So let us know how it is.
Will do.
And Michelle, hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing, girl?
How's the Autobatels?
The Auto Biddles.
The automobile by telephone.
It's good. Just I'm writing site copy.
You guys are you're launching soon or relaunching soon, aren't you?
We are launching in June, and yeah.
You just hope you don't end up like the Challenger.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that wasn't nice to
That
say
wasn't
at all.
nice at all.
Yeah, I could work for somebody like IMAX Web.
Everyone likes calls at 11:30 at night during the week.
Oh.
Yeah, going well, and I just I was in the MKZ Hybrid this week, and so my first press car since the G8.
You finally lived that one down, huh?
Yeah. Oh, apparently my my Z3 is the bodywork's done, so I get to
Yay.
pick that up. Yay! I miss it.
We miss it for you.
Oh, I know.
I love your Z3. I'm gonna come out to Long Beach one day, and you're gonna have to let me drive it around the block.
Say, hey Jeff, you need to hook Michelle up with that link for the matte black wraps that she can have done on the Z3. Then.
Oh, she met that guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you were gonna get it matte wrapped, weren't
I was
you?
thinking about that, but you know what? We have too many darn birds in Long Beach.
Yeah, and that car it's such a pretty red.
I know. I do love the red.
It's a good thing.
It's that orangey red.
I think we should all take a moment too to thank Mr. Ben Sanders
Ben, thank
from
you.
the Autoline family of programs for spending his whole weekend making us sound halfway decent.
You're welcome.
And Mr. Stephen J. Ewing from the Autoblogs.
Yes, from the Autoblogs. You can always find me at the Autoblog. If you have an iPhone, be sure to check out Autoblog's new iPhone app. It's kind of slick. And kind of a cool thing, if you like Autoblog on Facebook, you can go in to our redesign, our beta site that we're currently testing. Our redesign is hopefully going to launch within the next month or so, but you can go into the beta site, poke around, and let us know what you like, let us know what you don't like before the site goes live so we don't...
Do a jalopnik.
You said it, not me.
So, Stephen, what can you do? I don't have an iPhone, obviously, so...
Do you have an iPod Touch?
What can you do on the your little application for the Autoblogs?
Nothing yet. We're working on Android apps and iPad apps and all that. But
No, but I think she's asking what kind of capability does the iPhone app have?
Oh,
for Autoblog?
everything. You can go in. You can see all of our featured stories, our latest news, galleries, the podcast. Not this
With
podcast.
Zach Bowman.
You can see Zach Bowman on your phone all the time.
Yes.
Which is really the one reason
Can
why
you handle that much ginger?
why you should. That's the main reason why you should download our app. Have Zach Bowman in your pocket. Oh my
Wow.
God!
I'm not going there.
All right. Well, remember everybody.
Hold on to your butt.
Oh Jesus! There we go. Remember, folks, you can watch Roundabout live every Friday evening starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 3:30 p.m. if you're out on the Pacific Coast. If you've got a question or comment, you can call us day or night. We won't answer the phone, but you can call us, leave a message on our Google Voice line at 1-559-ROAB-411. Or
But I don't have letters on my phone. What do I do?
it's okay. Settle
okay.
down.
I'm on a BlackBerry. Yeah.
You can just dial 1-559-762-2411.
Phew.
Once
was
again,
that
that's 1-559-762-2411. Leave us a message, and if it's good, we might even play it on the show.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Good
We
stuff. We are on the Twitters, twitter.com/roundabout show. We are also on the book faces at facebook.com/roundabout show. And one of our fans, you may have heard of him, Mr. Stewart, is hosting a very special contest on our Facebook page where
Special
this
track.
week you can win sort of a pink Cadillac, but not like a pink Cadillac. More like a pink Cadillac.
Right.
Is it
Yeah.
like an Aretha Franklin pink Cadillac?
Kind of. I don't know. Yeah, you should just go check it out. It's over at our Facebook page. Once again, facebook.com/roundabout show. We are on the iTunes Marketplace. We're in the Zune Marketplace. Who has a Zune?
Let's not even get into it.
Okay. Well,
We didn't even have to say that this week.
go into
Someone
the
isn't here.
iTunes store because really that's all you use anyway. And download the podcast every week. Subscribe to us on iTunes, and we'll always be there for you.
If
And-
Roundabout was an app, what would it do?
Waste your time.
I thought it was supposed to be an orgasmic experience.
Make Ben work a lot.
Yeah.
It would just keep Ben indoors. That's all it would do. It would
And
keep,
he goes outdoors?
yeah, to get to the car.
As short a drive as possible.
We love you, Ben.
That's true. I went to Meyer with him once so that he could buy a cat tree.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Oh. Well, on that sad note, thanks to all of you out there for listening, and join us again next week when Mr. Cole will be back
Theoretically.
in the throne, theoretically, and we will circle the roundabout. Talk to y'all then.
All right.
Sing your song, Michelle.
I can't.
I'm a
even sing
cougar,
that
you're a
song.
cougar, we're a cougar, she's a cougar. We
Wouldn't
love
you like to
cougars.
Don't you want to
Cougars
bang a
too.
cougar now?
Don't you want to bang a cougar? Cougar
Oh,
life.
awful.
All right, guys, I gotta run.
All right.
All right.
Bye, Jeff.
Thanks, all.
Good
I,
job.
I,
Bye,
I
Jeff.
apologize for
Oh,
the technical
Michelle, we're still
difficulties.
switching next week.
Yeah, Ben, by the way, we're switching next week.
Okay,
I'm gonna
can you
be on
change-
the 10th, and he's going to do the 3rd.
Can you swap
No.
it on the schedule for me?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, thanks.
How?
So,
hey,
Michelle, you'll be here on the 3rd, and I'll be here on the 10th.
Right.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Oh, your screen's frozen up.
Now, Jeff.
Oh, no, you're- All right.
I love
Bye.
watching that happen.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Jeff.
Fist bump, Michelle. Hurry. He's trying to fist bump you. There you go. Beautiful.
Nice.
Punch.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't
All
have
right.
the
Bye,
sound.
guys.
Bye, Jeff.
where is San Gabriel, Michelle?
kind of in East LA,
Ah.
just a little bit, sort of east of me.
Okay, that's where that Viper,
Eastish.
that S10 SRT.
The Viper engine truck?
Yeah, that's where it is.
I just want to drive one of those again.
58,000
That's not
miles.
far.
That's all I want to do.
Oh, Luke missed most of the show. I wonder if he was working out. Want to take bets?
Luke, were you working out? Is that why you missed most of the show?
He's typing.
Luke is a health nut.
The anticipation.
No, I was distracted.
I
Well,
thought we were a distraction.
exactly.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm offended.
Jeez. Well, now that my night's been ruined.
I see where our fan are headed.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot, Luke. We really appreciate your business.
And look, Mud saying, Luke, I missed a chunk of it, so don't feel that bad. So Luke should feel better because Mud, our other only fan, also didn't pay attention.
Good. Oh dear.
How's that fan retention going?
Daily City.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone.
Thanks, you guys. Thank you so much as always.
Have a great
Our-
Memorial weekend.
Yeah, enjoy the
And,
extra day off.
Yeah.
If you get lonely, come visit the Auto Blog. I'll be there.
Are you going to be working Monday?
hmm
Oh.
I will be getting us through the Monday, putting up content because
Do you get overtime for that?
no,
Oh.
no,
Are you going in the office?
no. I'm gonna be at home, posting all sorts of